I just wanted to let you know that your winter arc is coming. The winter arc is the coldest, darkest time of the year, and in my personal opinion, it's the most motivating time of the year because you're finally able to lock in, refocus, plan, and dive into yourself completely. The winter arc is what sets the tone for the new year. And so many people will say that it starts October 1st. Well, whether you're watching this video October 1st, November 1st, December 1st, or anytime in between, this is your sign to lock in and become the best version of yourself today. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 10 steps on how to have a successful winter arc. And to be completely honest, I'm just gonna be sharing a lot of things that have helped me lock in during this time period because it's hard. But once you do it once, oh, it is so hard to not become addicted to who you become during the winter arc. Step 1 is simplify your goals. At the beginning of the year, you probably wrote a long list of goals for yourself, and those goals are still amazing. I think those goals are still valid and sound. However, realistically, we only have 3 months left of the year. So it's time to look at the list that you have left, okay? Look at the things that you haven't achieved in the last year and choose one thing to focus on in the last 3 months of the year. I need you to choose one thing because it's going to build your confidence, it's going to build momentum, and it's going to help you start the year off on the right foot. And if you're focused in on so many different goals, it's going to distract you and it can honestly become overwhelming and make you fall off really quickly. So I need you to focus in on one goal. Okay, we're gonna focus in on one thing and we're gonna do it great. The next 90 days, whether you're trying to go through a body transformation, learn a new language, start a new hobby, start that side hustle, I need you to choose one big thing to focus on and pour all of your energy into it. Step 2, visualize your goal. On social media right now, I have been flooded with visuals of everybody getting ready for their winter arc, and it's going to look different for everyone. Some people are tapping into school, okay? Some people are tapping into the gym. I'm seeing huge influencers tapping in and going to the gym for 2 hours at a time. I want you to remember that you need to build a vision that ties in with your current lifestyle, with who you are today. And I need you to keep that vision at the back of your head. You can even go onto Pinterest, pin or save a bunch of photos, create a little digital vision board, save it as a screensaver for your phone or your laptop. But I need you to build a visual for who you're becoming in the next 3 months. Step 3, choose a level of intensity, make a plan, and stick to it. No matter what goal you're choosing, everything comes at a different level of intensity. I need you to realize that certain goals require a certain level of intensity. So you've already chosen the goal, you've already started visualizing it, but I need you to realize that certain goals require a certain level of intensity. So if you are trying to lose 20 pounds in 3 months, just know that that requires a very high level of intensity. Whenever I was doing it, I was barely able to leave the house for at least like the first month and a half. And when I say leave the house, I mean for like social gatherings and such. Like I was tapped in, eating my meal preps, staying in the house, drinking my water, minding my business, okay? It took a high level of dedication to hit that goal. So if you are not quite ready to tap in and reach that high level of intensity, maybe bring the goal down to 10 pounds in 3 months. I think that's very much doable as well. However, you need to realize that different goals come with different levels of intensity. And you need to gauge where you are mentally, physically. You need to gauge your mindset right now and figure out if this is a goal that you're truly going to be able to tap into right now, okay? Because we don't want to disappoint ourselves and we don't want to fall into slumps and we don't want to push ourselves even further back, because when you aren't able to keep up with the goals that you've set for yourself and when you're not able to follow through, it really does make you lose trust in yourself. And that is not what we need right now, okay? I don't need you losing trust in yourself, girl. I need you to keep that trust within yourself. So figure out what level of intensity and dedication that's needed for that goal and reevaluate things from there. Step 4, you need to make a solid morning ritual for yourself. I believe morning rituals are so important because obviously the morning sets the tone for the day. I think it's so important for you to not even give yourself the opportunity to flood your thoughts, your energy, your mind with negativity in the morning, okay? The moment you wake up, I need you to start your morning rituals. Flood your body, your mind, your energy with positive things first thing. And I think your morning rituals set that tone. I recently just revamped my morning rituals because it's gotten a little sloppy this past summer, not gonna lie, okay? The first thing I do is consume that coconut cult and almost gag, okay? And it makes me super excited because I am doing something for my gut first thing in the morning. And then I move into my sea moss gel for my skin, almost gag while swallowing that as well. However, I'm doing the work for glowy and clear skin. And then I drink my green juice. I'm following that up with my morning vitamins. I need you to figure out the supplements that would be best for you. How can you figure this out? Well, the best way to figure out which supplements would be best for you is just to go to your doctor, okay? Set up a doctor's appointment, get some blood work done, and your doctor will and should be able to recommend supplements for you. Do your research always. I think it's important to make sure you are researching the things that you are putting into your body. Don't just jump on the trends or don't just do things because you heard me say it. These are all things that are setting the tone and the vibe for the day. So set some morning rituals that are going to be perfect for you and your personal lifestyle. Step number 5, lock into your wellness routine. I put this a little bit lower on the list because at this point, you know exactly how to tap into your wellness routine, especially if you've been a follower of mine for years or for months, okay? You already know what I'm about to say when it comes to locking into your health and wellness routine. The thing is, I know we all need reminders, but you know what you need to do and you know how to do it. Okay, get onto a workout routine 3 times a week. Cook your meals at home, meal prep. You know how to do it, okay? I look at my analytics and most of the people who watch my videos are between the ages of 25 and 35. I know that you know what it takes to tap into your health and wellness routine. And I will remind you every video, but you already know. So whether you start at 3 to 4 times a week in the gym or whether you're intensifying it to 5 to 6 days a week in the gym, you need to get into a routine that works for you. That is always going to be the piece of advice I give. Some people are going to be in the gym squatting heavy. Some people are going to be going on runs, joining run clubs. Some people are going to be tapping into their Pilates Princess era, going to Legree, going to yoga. Do what works for you in terms of your fitness routine because I'm a firm believer in there is no wrong way to do it. Trying your hardest to walk as much as possible, whether it's 7,000 steps, 10,000 steps, I need you to be walking more. Your 45-minute workout daily is not enough, okay? You need to at least be hitting an average of 7,000 to 10,000 steps at least 3 to 4 times a week, okay? That needs to be the goal at least 3 to 4 times a week. You do not need to be going day after day after day after day, only walking 700 steps. That is not going to get you closer to where you want to be, okay? So I need you to tap in and get up and move. It is so hard to walk more in the winter, I will say that, unless you live in Texas, but it is so hard. It even gets a little cold here in the winter. It is so hard to walk outside, so get yourself a walking pad. I don't feel like walking pads are as intense as I like them to be, unfortunately, but they're a great way to get your steps up for sure, or just get a gym membership where you're able to access a treadmill or a Stairmaster, but you got to get those steps up because that little 45-minute workout is not enough, especially the older we get, guys. And obviously backpacking off of that is your health. In terms of what you're putting into your body, I need you to be reading ingredients more. I need you to be cooking at home more, whatever that looks like for you. If you don't like cooking for yourself, then I highly recommend tapping into something like Factor, where you're able to get ready-made meals delivered straight to your home. If you're trying to learn how to cook more and you have the money to do it, then you should tap into HelloFresh, Green Chef, things like that. Look up recipes on TikTok, okay? TikTok has been my best friend when it comes to healthy recipes. It doesn't even have to be TikTok. It could be YouTube. It can be Pinterest. There's recipes all over the internet, okay? Look up some recipes. Find something that sounds good to you, and you will eventually find the meals that you like that you can make in rotation. I get so many questions on how I meal plan, how I meal prep. And guys, it's just different for everyone. Your taste buds are probably very different than my taste buds. You just have to get into the kitchen and find what works for you. You're going to try so many different things that you might like, that you might dislike. Okay, you're gonna have to go to the drawing board. You're gonna have to zhuzh up some meals, but you will find what works for you eventually. You just have to get started. You just have to try. You just have to try. So, DoorDash, no more, okay? If you're going to eat out, I need you to opt for something like a sweet green, salads, greens, whole foods, right? A lot of protein. Get yourself a nice grilled chicken dinner, okay? And the thing is, you are someone that just doesn't like cooking and you prefer to go get your food out. That is fine, as long as you are purchasing things that are good for you, okay? You can eat out every single day and still lose weight. It's just what you order that makes the biggest difference, okay? So if you are going to Chili's, instead of getting a triple dipper to go, get their ancho salmon plate. I don't know, I think that's what it's called. They have like this salmon dinner that's just basically salmon, wild rice, and veggies. Get that to go instead of the triple dipper to go. I really hope that helps. Step 6 is mentally resetting often. It is cold and it is dark outside. And sometimes the last thing you're gonna wanna do is to pour into yourself during those moments, okay? Sometimes it's gonna be the last thing that you're going to want to do. So I need you to journal. If you don't like journaling, I need you to continue writing out your goals at least weekly. You don't want to write out your goals, then read your goals as much as possible. Don't want to do that, then write out affirmations. Give yourself some love daily. Write out these affirmations and read them out loud. Say them out loud. Listen to inspiring podcasts from people who inspire you as a person, okay? Make sure you are mentally resetting and you are repelling all the things that make you want to move into a bad and negative space. I can't stress to you enough how important these things in your environment are. Let me tell you, in the summer, the sun alone keeps me going. The sun alone keeps me energized. It keeps me happy. It keeps me in a great mood. I don't feel like I need to journal much. I don't feel like I get into a dark space. I don't get into dark head spaces in the summer. I am thriving in the summer. But when you take away the sun, okay, because that's what the winter is, the sun is gone most days and it's gloomy and it's cloudy, you are really going to have to dig deep from within to keep that energy up, and obviously taking your supplements and doing what you got to do. But like, obviously you haven't seen the sun in days. You need reinforcement. You're going to need reinforcement to keep you on track. A journal, meditation, writing out your affirmations, reading things that are super inspiring, listening to inspiring podcasts, getting an adult coloring book, whatever it is to keep yourself in a positive mindset. I have to be so mindful of who I watch, who I consume, because I'm really impressionable. And I know there's several of you who are really impressionable, and certain energy just does not work with me, okay? And it really does put me in a slump. So if I'm watching YouTubers who are saying working out is just like not super sustainable, it's not sustainable to wake up that early, I just realized that it didn't work for me. When I'm hearing those things, it's just so easy for it to transfer into my thoughts. It's so easy for me to like start thinking those things when that's not how I feel. That's not what I want. So you got to make sure that you are following, listening, and watching content that is inspiring, that keeps you motivated, that keeps you wanting to keep being your best self, okay? Stay away from the super depressing vibes. Stay away from the super depressing vibes. I know every once in a while it can be comforting, especially if you're going through something, but you want to make sure that you're watching content that is inspiring, that keeps you going, that keeps you motivated. And yeah, and I get it. Sometimes when you're not feeling your best, that content is not what you would watch. I know, I get it. But it's going to be the best thing for you, okay? Your mental health is so important. So be wary of what you're consuming. Make sure you're journaling, praying, meditating, doing all the things to keep your mental health in check and to keep your spirits high and your mindset at 100%. Step 7, build strong routines. This is your morning routine. This is your night routine, okay? These routines need to be strong. You do not have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to work out for this to be a winter arc. I personally love a good 5 a.m. workout. I love a good 6 a.m. workout. I love starting the day with a 5 a.m. club because it's just a different energy in the gym. It is a completely different energy when you're at the gym at 5 a.m. However, just because you wake up at 5 a.m. does not mean that you are more superior to other people, okay? Choose a strong routine for morning and night, okay? Choose which time you're going to work out. Are you going to work out before work or are you going to be working out after work? Whatever follows after that needs to be structured. Every morning is allowed to look different, but you need to create routines in the morning and in the night that make sense, okay? That makes sense. They're going to help you move closer to the person that you want to become. Going out multiple nights during the week, having drinks, coming home with a wine headache, not waking up early, doing that multiple times in the week is not going to move you closer to your goal. So I need you to choose a morning and a night routine that you can stick to Monday through Friday. I'm not saying that you need to cut off all social activities. I mean, I feel like social activities kind of slow down a lot in the winter anyway. I think it's still important to see your friends. I think it's still important to hang out with your girlfriends, things like that. However, try your hardest to push those outings for during the weekend, Thursday through Sunday, whatever it is, keep that stuff during the weekend so you can stick to a good routine Monday through Friday. I'm not going to give you specific tips on how to build a morning and a night routine. I have videos on that. I'll link them here. However, you need to build a morning and night routine that makes sense. You need to be getting in a good night's rest every single night. You need to be drinking your water before going to bed, all of the things, but your routines are so important and they set the tone, okay? It really does make or break this journey, especially if you're like trying to start a side hustle, start a business. You gotta be locked in. Step 8, I need you to repel the winter uglies as much as possible. So what are the winter uglies? It's that time of year where we start to let go of ourselves a little bit because we might not be as social as we were in the summer. We are more bundled up because it's cold outside. So you might not be shaving as much, okay? Your toenail polish has been the same since the summer. You're not exfoliating your body. You're just not tapping into the self-care. And over time, the winter uglies will start to creep in and you just slowly just stop feeling good about yourself. You stop taking care of your hair. You stop doing your makeup. You go to work, you come home, you eat takeout. The self-care goes out the window essentially. I need you to avoid the winter uglies this year as much as possible by tapping into your self-care because you will not realize this, but the winter uglies can slowly and surely become winter depression, okay? That seasonal depression comes in and snatches you by the ponytail. And it's so hard to avoid it and to get out of it once it's there. So these are a few things that I'm planning to keep up with in the next couple of months, okay? As we're moving into the winter months. During the winter months, deep conditioning your hair masks, keeping up with your trims, all that good stuff, setting your appointments, keeping up with your hair care routine, your skincare routine as well, making sure you're still doing your monthly or weekly face masks, dermaplaning your face, getting your eyebrows plucked, threaded, whatever it is, or even doing it at home. You don't have to go to the salon for these things. Making sure you are exfoliating your body, shaving your legs, shaving your armpits, okay? Keeping up with your nails. Press-ons have come a long way these days. You don't have to go to the nail salon. Order some press-ons. I know it is so easy to keep the same nail polish on for weeks and months at a time. But girly pop, I need you to either order a nice little pedicure kit, order some cute colors, and keep up with your feet. Trust me, we've all been there, okay? I'm saying this because I've been there as well, where I just start to let these things fall to the side. But one thing that I've been focusing on this year is taking care of myself, not just my internal health, but my external health as well. So keeping up with these little things is going to help repel the winter uglies, okay? Especially if you're tapping into your health and wellness during your winter arc, it should trickle down into all the other areas of your life, okay? So keep up with yourself and make sure you're cleaning your makeup brushes as well. Get into reading during this time. It's such a cozy time of the year, and this is my favorite time to get into some books, okay? So go to Barnes and Noble or go to your local bookstores or your local library, get a library card, rent out some books or purchase some books and come home and read them, whether you're reading self-help books like Atomic Habits or you're reading some cozy thrillers like Housemaid's Secret or The Housemaid in general, the whole series, such a good series. And then honestly, reading is a great way to strengthen your attention span. I definitely have noticed in the last year, ever since I got into reading, it has strengthened my attention span 100%. Okay, I'm able to watch movies now without getting bored or without going onto my phone. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing, and it helps you build discipline whenever you are reading a new book. So, step 10, I think this is step 10. I hope this is step 10. I need you to lock in, okay? Lock in and focus on you. No one else needs to know about your goals. Nobody needs to know about the goals that you set for yourself, the things that you are working on, but you. I know it's so hard to go into work after waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It is so hard to go into work and not share with the world at your job that you woke up at 5 a.m. to work out. It's hard to not share those things, but let's be real. When people know about what you're trying to do, it's so easy for them to try to steer you off the path of success. And it's so easy for them to have a tinge of jealousy that you're working on yourself. And it's so easy for other people to try to sabotage you. So keep it to yourself. No one needs to know that you're trying to become your best self, okay? Become your best self on your own. Lock in. Build your morning routine. Build a night routine that is unbreakable and stick to it until the end of the year. You are capable of much more than you think. I need you to believe that. I need you to say it to yourself. You are capable of much more than you believe, than you think right now. Okay, push yourself a little bit, get uncomfortable. This period of time is not supposed to look beautiful. It's not supposed to be fun. It's going to feel rigid. You're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to want to give up most of the time. It is not a period of time that should feel amazing, at least for the first couple of weeks, until it becomes your full routine, until it becomes a routine that you can't see yourself not doing, right? It's going to take time to get used to it, and it's going to be uncomfortable for the most part. It's not supposed to be rainbow and sunshine. It's not supposed to feel amazing. It's supposed to feel uncomfortable because you are in a growth phase. Good luck on your winter arc. I hope whatever you choose to do, you make it count, and may the odds be ever in your favor.